Yogurt time. So I just finished some things up and it's time to list again, but I don't know which one to choose. So yeah, I'll probably pause the clip here, but I just need to choose one and get to it and stuff like that. But yeah, there's just like, which one do I choose? There's so many options. And is this container different? Yeah, this container is different than this one and stuff like that. So yeah, I just need to get to work, I guess. So I just finished listing one of these small containers, but now it is on to the next stuff. And so then over here, I have a couple of containers here, and then here, let's get this to focus. And these ones here are ready to list for the most part. Same with the ones in this corner here. But then there's just these containers here, the 4 large shoe boxes, and then these 3 smaller boxes that were taken out of a shoe box. And they just kind of need to be sorted because it might be some of them are still in some of the belong in some of these and stuff like that. So I can't really do too much until this stuff is sorted. So this is being worked on, and then but in the meantime, I am working on some of this stuff here. So I probably will either try to list these heads tonight, or then maybe just try to get through a couple of these different stickered and printed parts, but then finally getting back into listing stuff after the whole eBay listing. And then Tuesdays when we learn about when the counter will be ready or ready to install or something like that. And then so I hope next week renovations are finally done, and then I can have the basement back, because by the sounds of it, it should just need to be, they put the counter in and then they do just the finishing touches with straightening all the doors and stuff like that. So it shouldn't take too long, I hope, but I have no idea. But then yeah, I'll work on this and then slowly try to chip away at everything here. So I decided, since it's already getting somewhat close to 9, I'm not going to be starting on the heads tonight, but then I did start with this container here, and so it's uploaded. And so then the most valuable one is the heart from Indiana Jones, and not Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean and Monster Fighters right here. Although this year it's probably one that has a chance of being brittle red, so I will be checking this just to double check that it isn't anything too brittle or anything like that, because I'm not going to hit it with a hammer or anything like that, because that would probably destroy any part of that size and stuff like that. So yeah, then there's a few other decently valuable parts here, so that's good. So then I'll get this stuff uploaded and then on to the next. So just got the next XML file created, and it's with all of these parts here. The most expensive one is this one right here, and it is this one here from the Mach 2 Red Bird rig. And just trying to clean the lens, but who knows about that. And it goes for 15 to 25 bucks, so that's a nice find there. It's a little bit faded, but that's fine. It's got a few marks on it. Why won't it focus? Let's see here. Oh no, it's a little yellowed, but it's not damaged per se. It's just a bit faded, and there's a mark on it and a little yellowing, but nothing too bad or anything like that, so that's nice. And so then other than that, there's a few parts worth a little bit, but mostly it's all sub 50-cent parts here. So yeah, then I'll get to work on uploading all this. So I guess I should say that there was one change to the kitchen in the meantime. Let's get this to focus. My sister decided to put a hammock in the middle of the kitchen, so we now have that here apparently. Probably gonna have to move it by the time the renovation people are back. But yeah, apparently we now have a hammock in the kitchen. Oh yeah, and we got vents, but none of them actually fit because the holes aren't the right size. I have the big containers over here, so then just quickly sub-sorting them a little bit into several other containers. There's just a whole bunch of them, and then there's finding stuff that was already listed, like all of these guys and stuff like that. So just trying to get all this stuff dealt with just so that it's finally all sorted, so that there's no more double listing. So then there's this one and these 3 here, and so yeah, just trying to get all this sorted into these containers. And so yeah, some of the nice finds were this one from before, and then there's a lot of well, this one and just similar ones like that that have decent value. So yeah, just going through and just trying to sort it all out. Not really sure what these 3 containers are for, just kind of containers for smaller parts, I guess. Yogurt time. Okay, so it's mostly sorted now. There's a whole bunch of slopes were in the one container for some reason that were already sorted into the others. So for some reason that's all like that, but it should be good now. Except there's not really room to put my listing box over there, so I'll have to leave it on the side here. But yeah, then I'm now that that stuff is finally mostly sorted, then I can get started on just listing a couple of the larger pieces and stuff like that, just to try and make some room and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll get to work on all of these things here now then. So tomorrow is when we will finally hear about the counters, if they're on time, and then just installing the counters and fixing things up, and it should be done. And then after the kitchen is done, it might be a really short vlog or something like that, because then gonna have to bring absolutely everything back into the house, and it's gonna take a while because it's the entire main floor back. Have to get it back to what it was, and like all the furniture is out on the deck and stuff like that, so lots to do. And so whenever renovations are done, it's probably going to be a really short vlog again, because it'll take at least several days. So slowly chipping away at all the piles and stuff like that. I already did one upload of just a couple of these planet things and some stuff here, and then a couple other smaller parts, and that was like 20 or so bucks. And now is on to this next one, which is over here. I took these stickers off of several parts because these stickers were damaged, or the parts are just worth a lot more without stickers. So like, for example, this one with the stickers, about $5. Without it is 12 to 20 bucks. This one here is, I think there's like $1 or something with the sticker, and then without the sticker it's like $3 or so dollars. And then these ones right here, these 5 light bluish gray ones with stickers, are about 30 or 40 cents each, but without stickers, range well, 6-month sales average is 5 to 10, but they've sold as high as $20 to $30 each, so those are pretty good, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and get this stuff uploaded and then go on to the next. But yeah, a lot of these things are just, because they're large parts, they're just badly damaged, yellowed, scratched up, chewed, bite marks. The stickers are just crazy off center and all that stuff. So yeah, that's just lots of stuff that can't be listed. But yeah, slowly getting through it all. And so of all the categories, this here is probably the one that just has the highest amount of stuff that I can't end up listing and will have to be thrown away, because it's just the largest parts and they're stickered and stuff like that. So yeah, lots of it won't be listed, but I'll try to list as much as I can. So just finished with the small pile of stuff here. Most of it I couldn't really list because they're just in very poor condition. But I ended up with these parts here, these 6 lots, plus one of these that I did put directly onto Bricklink since I already had it for sale. So all in, it was $60.40 plus 10 or so for the one that was already on Bricklink. So not bad for that. Now on to the next. Can't say I've ever heard of that location before. New York, China. Let's just take a quick look, see if that's actually a real place, because I was just on eBay and the one thing, it was shipping from China. Chinese people, New York City, consulate in China, Chinatown. No, I don't think that's a real thing. How do you even get that up on eBay then, to say that you're located in New York, China? What? That is weird. Just generic description, very new user and stuff like that. I mean, I never really was gonna buy this thing. I was just looking on eBay and then it said New York, China. That's just weird. So just sold the one set from this room again, the eBay room. It's another copy of the Flintstones. I think these things retailed for $100 a piece or something like that. And then would have gotten promos with it and stuff like that, which would have reduced the price notably and stuff like that. And then this one sold for $135 plus shipping. Just gave a slight discount, but yeah, sold another one. So the table over here is now, for the most part, clean. There's some of the orders over here, the rest are on the cart still. And then the stuff that will get listed from all that stuff over here, a lot of it is not going to get listed. Some of the parts were salvaged with the stickers removed, and then set aside to be listed as regular parts and stuff like that. But then this year is what's being listed. 6-month sales average for a quantity of one is $100 or so. But then there's multiple quantities of some valuable things like these here go for almost $20 a piece, and there's 3 of them and stuff like that. So that it is worth probably closer to the $200 range for that stuff. So then tomorrow I can work on that. Yogurt time. So we just heard back from the renovation people, and apparently Thursday, so today's Wednesday, Thursday is when we're getting the counter installed, but then after that they have to book the electrician and plumber and stuff like that. So unless we get extremely lucky, which is unlikely, it won't be done this week again either. So we're looking at 7 weeks almost for the renovation of the kitchen. But then after that, this should be the last full week that I have to share the basement again. But then after that, then it should be finally finished, because after the counter's in, they just need to do a little bit of plumbing and electrical work. And then that should be done, but finally getting close to that. So now I'm going to work on rebuilding these eBay cards. I'm not going to be placing an order today on Bricklink because I'm watching an auction that ends tomorrow. So I might be bidding on that. So I do want to try to wait for that. But then I'll work on these. And then if I don't win the auction tomorrow, then I'm going to be placing a good sized order at the one store. But then I'm also going to be focusing today on listing all these parts that were over here. I had to move them because there's a shipping day. So yeah, then I'm going to work on all this stuff and try to make some progress. So I might have just accidentally said today's Wednesday, but today's Tuesday, but I don't remember if I said Wednesday, but I think I did. So if I said that, then I meant today's Tuesday. So just finished with the larger stickered and printed parts that are over here. Mostly filled up these 2 boxes here. The bottom one was already partially filled. Well, the top one was partially filled as well, but then that is 49 lots, 33 items for 202. So yeah, some of the winners were definitely some of these windshield things at $30 a piece. That's what they go for about. Then there's this one that's worth a decent amount, and just a couple other pretty decent ones mixed in. So overall, not bad for that. So that's uploaded, and now on to the next. So today's Wednesday now, so yeah, then gonna be working on some stuff here, not sure quite what yet, but this is the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching if you got this far. I'm going to be well, in the very next vlog it'll probably start with me either placing an order, a couple orders on Bricklink, or winning an auction on eBay, because there are several auctions I'm watching, so we'll see if we can get some real good stuff from that. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Today's Wednesday, so next vlog will be out on Saturday.